So at this time, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce the keynote speakers here. First of all, we'd like to have Letty Connell please come on up and share some words with us this morning or this afternoon. Let's give her a round of applause, please.
My name is Letty Irons Connell. My family is from Standing Rock, and I come to you today from Arizona. I am a member of the Warrior Society of Prescott, Arizona, and we give Veterans Medal of Valor to our veterans. We have a few that we'll be giving out today. In 2002, Marshall Tall Eagle had a vision that the Creator wanted him to design a Warrior Medal of Valor and hold a ceremony as it was time for reconciliation between the races whose ancestors fought against each other. He stated, "From this moment on, we will have peace between our people." With this medal, we pay tribute and honor to all veterans, regardless of their culture and background. This medal comes from the Creator and confirmed by the people, not the government. The National Congress of the American Indian approved by resolution this Warrior Medal of Valor given free to all veterans from all Indian nations. We also today will have Rolling Thunder. We have the chapters here from Kentucky, Mississippi, and Florida. And they came all this way to honor everyone. And Glenna McKendry will let you know what Rolling Thunder is about. Thank you.
At the end of the Vietnam War, this country had fallen into a very deep, dark hole. There was no respect for the American soldier, the person who did the job that most of us would have run as fast away in the opposite direction that we could have from. Fast forward to 1982. The country was beginning to heal. The Vietnam Veterans Memorial had been constructed in Washington, D.C., and traveling walls were beginning to make their way around the country so that everyone could have a chance to know and understand. But we weren't there yet. We were far from healing. In 1988, 3 gentlemen who had served together in Vietnam were sad, frustrated, and disgusted that the government had forgotten. They had forgotten so many men and women who had served this country valiantly and left them behind wherever their bodies may have lain, or they were still listed as missing in action. Such began the organization of Rolling Thunder. Rolling Thunder is an organization that is committed and dedicated to making sure that the American public never forgets. Those 2 words are embroiled in our brains, are written on our walls, are in our heads, and we pass them down. Never forget. They were determined that no future generation, no soldier, no family would ever be forgotten. No soldier would be left on a battlefield and not brought home, to be laid to rest where they belonged. Since that time, Rolling Thunder has grown from an organization of 3 men to many chapters across this country. Once a year, there is a protest ride in Washington, D.C. This year, there were 650,000 motorcycles that descended upon the Pentagon parking lot to remember those 2 words, never forget. We will not forget. We will sing that song and say that message for as long as we ride and as long as we wear these patches on our vests. Never forget. Soon you'll see some flags being distributed to those veterans here that we will be honoring. It's the black and white POW MIA flag that you see fly underneath the American flag. It's an honor to be able to present these flags to your people today, because we want them to know, and we want you to know, that we will never forget.
We'd like to call back up here Letty Connell, if you would come on up here. Letty is going to do the honoring of veterans or Cheyenne warriors, Vietnam and Korea.
John McKendry. The first thing we're going to do today is we have, I think it's 5 or 6 POW MIA flags that will be presented. I will call the names, and if you don't mind coming up, those will be presented, and then we'll go into the medals. Northern Cheyenne Veterans Morning Star Chapter, Honor Guard. Can someone from their group please come? There you go. Thank you. I'll be calling you back up now. For the Northern Cheyenne Nation, Winfield Russell, please. I'm sorry, these certificates are going to be a little bit crushy. Yes, please, everyone, don't go too far. We will be doing a Cheyenne honor song after we present the medals. Senator Ben Nighthorse Campbell. For the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe, Menasha Hill. I'll get our dignitaries first for the medals. Winfield Russell, could you please come back up? Yes, please.
Appreciate it.
Senator Ben Nighthorse Campbell, please. These Warrior Medals of Valor from the Native American nations of the United States. Let it be known to all persons who view this certificate that the following person hereby awarded the Warrior Medal of Valor for valorous service while serving in the United States of America in the military capacity. Standing Rock Sioux Tribe, Menasha Hill, please. Okay. This one you will put on. This is his. And then you. We are also presenting Mr. Hill will take back to the Standing Rock Tribe and put in their veterans area a medal for all their veterans until we can get a medal to all of them. We thank you. Oh, wait a minute, Minaj. Doug Kroghost was not able to make it today, so he will be taking that to him. The overall here. Tom Balya. These are some of the Rolling Thunder members that had not been presented from Florida and Kentucky. Bill Day. As I mentioned, these men came from Kentucky, Florida, and Mississippi to be here today. Charles Wachowski. I'll be calling some names, and if the veterans would please come forward, we would like to present you with your medals. If I can get all of these veterans to please come forward. Joe Brady, Cheyenne, Army. Our next two, it's the Red Cherries. Carol Red Cherry, Army, Korea, and Rock Red Cherry, Army, Korea. She doesn't have to do that. Okay, I will start calling out names, and if you just start coming up, I'd appreciate it. Eugene Bigback, Sr. Floyd Bucky Glenmore. Those that I'm reading are Cheyenne. Carlos Solas. Isidore White Wolf. Myron Littlebird. Hugh Clubfoot. Micah Highwalking, Air Force, West Point grad. U.S. Army, excuse me. Is she here? Is she here? Is she here? Okay. Charlotte Moore. Ray, big left hand. Daryl, medicine bull. Tutu. Uriah Tutu, I'm sorry. Okay, and I'll try one last. Mel Lone Hill, Oglala. We thank you very much, and we honor all veterans.
Thank you. Okay, we left one veteran out, Mr. Tex Curley. Come on up here, Tex Curley. We know you're in the audience. I can see you. I'd like to apologize from a personal level. My agenda was, I'll blame it on the agenda. It wasn't right. All the veterans were being honored, all the ones that came from all over the country. Mr. Curley is a veteran from the Marines. Thank you. I've known Mr. Curley for a long time. Never brags about his accomplishments. True Cheyenne warrior. So, with that, again, you know, yes.
I forgot one.
Okay,
So sorry.
one more. We just, you know, it's nice to know that there's still a lot of veterans out there, and we want to try to honor as many as we can, and remember all those that have passed before us. You know, we'll never know what these warriors went through. All the warriors, whether they were Indian or non-Indian. And one more besides that, Mr. Leroy Pine. Leroy Pine. We did not forget you, Leroy. We know you're a chief, and chiefs always come last. Okay, the gentleman in front of us' name is Sylvester Loki. Thank you. Thank you, Sylvester. Waloki. Sorry about the translation. Mr. Leroy Pine. Okay, he's in a wheelchair. I forgot. You know, a lot of these warriors, they sustain wounds, and they may not affect them when they're early on, but during the latter stages, you know, it just has adverse effects. So, thank you to all the. Okay, Eugene Bigback. Eugene Bigback. Junior. Junior, we didn't forget about you. Like father, like son, but you can't go wrong there. It's a winning combination. Fighting for the freedom of our country. This United States of America, what a great country. Okay, we have another one, I tell you. Our apologies to all the veterans. Dave Chalon from New Mexico. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming up here. We really appreciate your presence and participation. Let's give them one more round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Dave Chalan. I'm from Coach de Pueblo, New Mexico. I served in the United States Navy on the aircraft carrier USS Coral Sea during the late 70s when they had that 52 hostage rescue attempt. I don't know if any of y'all remember that, but I was out there in that support group. I did 3 tours. In 1983, I did a world tour. Thank you very much for having me here today. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. And you know, all these veterans we see today, they all have a story to share with us. For a lot of us that never were in the U.S. Armed Forces, I just can't imagine some of the experiences that they went through. But one thing I do know is they fought for the freedoms that we have today as U.S. citizens, and I really appreciate that. So again, I thank all those veterans and all the participants here. With that, you know, in Indian country, we never forget those that we're honoring, and we like to share a Cheyenne honor song with you today. So if, ladies and gentlemen, if you could rise, those of you that can, I know a lot of you don't have the capability, but we're going to sing a Cheyenne honor song, Veterans Honor Song, for the Cheyenne people. We have the utmost respect for our veterans, not just during the reservation days, but previously, and the bravery to be able to sacrifice their lives to ensure that their safety of their loved ones was secure. We have many, many veteran songs. The one we'll sing today talks about going off to war and coming home and just being happy to see their loved ones, their warriors coming back home. With me, I have Gilbert White Dirt to my right and Winfield Russell to my left. Na paveta no